Well, hello, friends. Hey there. We are heading full steam ahead into holiday season, folks. And there's going to be so many tasty treats and snacks and feasts, hearty meals, and all that. And what better time to bring up the topic of weight loss, right? I honestly kind of feel bad bringing up this topic right now because I'm not here to try to make you feel self-conscious about your weight or what you're eating. And I'm not here to share with you tips to avoid having to gain extra weight around the holiday season. No, none of that. I'm actually here to talk about why weight loss isn't the solution to less pain. So let me be clear here before anybody gets all mad and accuses me of telling people that they shouldn't lose weight. Look, you and I both know that there are health benefits to being at an optimal weight. I'm not here to debate that. And I'm not here to body shame anyone either, but maybe we can agree on this. I'm fully in support of someone losing weight to be healthy for health reasons, right? Like if you want to lose weight to prevent disease and to improve your overall health, like I'm all about that. I fully support that as long as weight loss is done in a safe and effective and healthy way, okay? Just like, if you're trying to find relief for chronic pain, there's no magic pill or quick fix to losing weight. But really, my problem is that weight loss is used as a recommendation or a treatment for chronic pain. Now, if you have chronic pain and you have a little extra body weight, you've probably been told by doctors and possibly friends and family that you just need to lose a little extra weight to feel better, and that you're in pain because you're carrying too much extra weight around and it's bad for your joints. You may have been told this so many times now that you start to believe it yourself, right? And as if your body weight and your body image hasn't already been a super sensitive subject, now you have to carry around this extra guilt and this extra shame that your pain is your fault for being overweight. Like it's already hard enough being in pain. You already feel guilty about not being able to do the things that you want and need to be able to do because of the pain. And then being told that you need to lose weight just adds to that guilt and that blame. It really puts all the blame on you. Like this is your fault that you have pain. And I am so sorry if that's you, right? I am so sorry for that. What's worse is, you can see how the guilt of not being able to do the things that you love, plus the shame of being disabled, the blame and the isolation that all comes with being in chronic pain, it makes sense that pain leads to depression, right? And then you're depressed and you're overweight and in pain. And then the doctor will just say, well, lose weight and see a therapist. So today I'm going to share a few of my observations on this issue of weight loss for chronic pain. So buckle up, folks. But yeah, so first of all, no one wants to be told by a doctor to lose weight for their pain problem, right? No one wants to be told to lose weight for their pain problem. But have you ever thought about why that is? People don't want to be told to lose weight to address a pain problem because it feels like the issue wasn't properly investigated. I'm sure this is a problem when you're overweight, not just for seeing a doctor for pain, but for any health concern for that matter. But basically, you go to your doctor to get things looked at. You want to know what's wrong. You want to know why you feel this way, and you want to make sure that things are normal, that you want to look for things that are not normal and rule in or rule out any big, bad, scary stuff. And you want to investigate the problem, do the tests, do the imaging, all that. And you want your doctor to actually evaluate you and tell you what the problem is, so you can then figure out what your options are to try to fix it as well. So when a doctor throws the "you need to lose weight" solution at a pain problem, it can mean that things are not being properly investigated or evaluated, right? As soon as you walk into the door, they see your weight, your height, your BMI, whatever, and they already have made up their mind that the problem is your weight, and they don't look any further. Now, of course, that's a problem for obvious reasons, because what if they really do miss something big, bad, or dangerous? What if there's an obvious easy solution or a treatment that you can do to get out of this quickly. Like making those quick assumptions that someone's pain or their health problem is related to being overweight is potentially dangerous and lazy. Bigger problems could be missed and simple solutions might be skipped over. Not only that, doctors take a vow to do no harm. And in this case, there's no direct harm. There's no malicious intent, I'm sure, but there is harm in the form of leaving the patient uninformed. And what I mean by that is, if a doctor slaps a label on your pain and doesn't investigate or evaluate fully, that leaves the patient in fear that something was missed. There's going to be a fear that something really is going on that wasn't looked at. And that fear or that feeling of something just isn't right and I don't know what it is what leads to more anxiety, and that anxiety leads to more pain. So not investigating the problem can make the problem worse, right? More fear leads to more pain. Like if you don't feel safe in your body or confident that everything is okay and that, oh yeah, you're really just overweight and that's all, your body, or should I say your brain, is going to try to protect you from the unknown threat, the unknown danger, right? Like what if I do have a fracture? What if I do have a bone spur? I'll protect that joint just in case I do, to try to avoid making it worse. Or what if I do have a pinched nerve or a tumor or a disc herniations or something that was overlooked? Since we don't know, our brain is just going to be like, well, I'm going to protect you just in case. This is one of those things, right? Since they didn't look into it, something's got to be wrong in there. And so I'm going to protect you against it as best I can, since we don't feel safe right now. So the brain activates its protective responses. Number one, it's going to activate the alarm, the pain alarm, which is there to let you know that there's possible danger. And then it activates the other protective responses, right? So it tenses up our muscles to stabilize and immobilize the painful areas. Those muscles get tense and they get tired and achy and sore. And then the joints that are in that area get stiff and sore as well. The nerves in that area get compressed because the nearby muscles are so tight, and things just aren't moving as much as they should be or they could be. So there's just not as much blood supply getting to the nerves. So then the nerves get cranky, they get more sensitive and much more irritable, right? And you know what else? This is interesting because it relates to the body weight issue too. Part of a protective response is this shift in energy and resources in our body. The energy gets shifted towards those big muscles, tensing them up, holding everything tight. But the energy and resources gets pulled away from other areas, including the digestive system. So there's this shift in digestion when we're in pain, but also there's a shift in metabolism and a shift in our cravings, the foods that we crave. Okay, so there's less energy in our body being put towards digestion. And so your body isn't going to be as good at digesting certain foods. It's going to be much easier to digest foods like breads than it is to digest leafy greens, for example. And so in the same regard, the foods that you crave are most likely going to be the fast energy foods that are easy to digest and get energy from quickly, right? So again, you may crave processed foods, carbs and sugars because they contain fast energy versus foods that are rich in protein or that are nutrient dense and harder to digest. And then since you're in this protective response, the body is in this survival mode. So it's going to want to store up that energy. It's going to want to store that energy up. And so it's like when we're in the battle, it's like we're in the battle now. And so we've got to just hold on to all the energy that we can get so that we can survive, right? We can be ready for anything. So there's this shift in our metabolism when we're in pain. So honestly, what actually happens when we're in pain, in a pain response, is our body holds on to the extra weight. It's storing it up. It's storing the energy up, and because it's in survival mode. So when you have chronic pain and you found that you're gaining lots of weight or you're finding it really difficult to lose weight, honestly, that could be part of it for you, right? Now, I mean, of course, pain is going to limit your activity level, your ability to work out as well, right? So that will certainly contribute to this problem as well, but it makes sense that it's even harder to lose weight when you have chronic pain because of this shift in metabolism and this shift towards saving energy and craving fast energy foods, you know? And I just mentioned that pain limits your activity level and your ability to work out. Okay, so that's another part of this problem. When doctors say just lose weight to get rid of your pain, well, how do people lose weight? We lose weight through diet and exercise, right? Diet and exercise. But what if you've lost your ability to exercise? Telling someone with chronic pain to exercise when their body is just not ready to do so can really exacerbate the pain problem and make it even worse. Now, I'm not just talking about you working out and you feel sore and you may have a flare up in pain or you feel super fatigued after trying to work out. Of course that happens and that sucks. But pushing yourself to the point of increasing your pain only reinforces the pain pathways in our nervous system. It strengthens them. They get stronger and they're going to become harder and harder to get rid of and get weaker. So when a doctor says to lose weight as a pain management strategy, it's encouraging this behavior of like, I don't care how hard it is or how bad it is or how bad it hurts, or if it makes your pain worse, you've got to suck it up and push through the pain so you can lose the weight, because that's the only thing that's going to help you. Like, no, that's not helping. And even if you are successful and you do lose some weight, you're still going to have the pain. The pain is still going to be there because it's been reinforced. The pathways are strong and automatic and they're hardwired in there. Okay. Now that kind of brings me to my next point, which is where I kind of want to end things today. And that is that losing the weight won't get rid of the pain, because weight loss doesn't address a nervous system problem. It won't address the changes in the nervous system that cause and contribute to pain. You could lose all that weight and you'd still have the pain because of the sensitivity in your peripheral nerves, because of the changes in your spinal cord that are causing the danger messages to get turned up even louder, because of the changes in your brain that make the brain unable to accurately assess the messages that it's getting from the body. And because of the changes in the synapses of those pain pathways and the connections they form with other pathways, like movement pathways, activity pathways, position pathways, they get hardwired together and they become automatic. So losing weight does not address those problems in the nervous system that are part of the pain problem. I've seen it time and time again where people are shedding 10, 20, 30, 50 to even 100 pounds and they have no change in their pain. Like, could you imagine how defeated you'd feel if you lost all that weight and you still have the same pain? Of course, you should be proud of yourself for doing something so hard and losing all that weight, but I'm sure you'd be pretty pissed and frustrated and defeated if you did all that work, lost all that weight, and you still had the same pain and still had no answers from your doctors. Like, what's your doctor going to say next after you've lost all that weight? Drink more water? Gain the weight back? Go get counseling? Are they going to throw yet another medication at you or put another hoop up in front of you for you to have to jump through? Right? The reason doctors keep giving you more hoops to jump through is because they don't know what else they can do. They don't know what else you can do. They don't know enough about the nervous system or the complexities of chronic pain. But what I want you to know, is that there is so much more that you can do besides just losing weight or forcing yourself to exercise to try to lose weight and putting yourself in more pain again and again and again. Okay. You see, doctors tell you to exercise to lose weight to reduce pain. Exercise to lose weight to reduce pain, in that order. But honestly, what you need to do is to reduce pain, to get more active so that you can lose weight. That's the right order of things, right? You need to reduce your pain first, reduce the sensitivity of your nervous system first, put out the fire and retrain those pain pathways first so that you can gradually begin to tolerate more and more activity, more and more exercise, so that then you can lose the weight if you so desire. But doing it out of that order just makes things worse. And so I want you to know, if you're tired of jumping through hoops and getting the runaround from your doctors and playing the blame and shame game with them, I want you to know that you can start feeling better without their help. Okay, improving your pain is possible, and it doesn't have to involve restrictive diets or workout programs or graded exercises that provoke your pain and flare-ups. There's a much easier way to give your body what it needs in the order that it needs it in. All right. Again, I'm not here to tell you that you shouldn't lose some weight. If you want to lose some weight to be healthy, I'm fully supporting you and cheering you on. But also, you may want to think twice before you try to lose weight solely to tackle a pain problem. Remember, the body weight didn't just pop up overnight. And so your body had time to adapt to the extra weight it was put on. Sure, there's extra weight on the joints, but there's also potentially a very sensitive nervous system preventing you from losing weight and staying active and really feeling joy again. So I really hope that you found this helpful today. Please feel free to share this episode with someone that you know, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. As always, if you'd like to chat more about your pain problem and getting more specific plan for your pain, I'm available to connect with you over the phone on a free Comfort Clarity call, right? So that's all for today, friends. Until next time.